What is going on, guys? Welcome to Golden Axe. This is the original game on the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis, which was released in 1989. Jesus Christ, that was forever ago. And I did a quick warm-up play of this just a second ago to see how good I was, and the answer to that question is not very good at all. Death Adder invaded the castle and has taken the king and the princess prisoners. My good friend Alex was killed. Okay, bringing peace to the land is my duty. That text skipped a lot faster than I thought it would. So yeah, this isn't like Streets of Rage. It's actually really, let's say, not as well developed, I would say. It's a classic game that a lot of people have fond memories of, but a lot of the actual systems in the game, like the combat, is loose at best. Like, you never really know if you're on the right level because the characters don't have shadows, so you don't know if you're sort of parallel to the enemies that you're trying to attack. And if you get right or close to them, on Streets of Rage you grab hold, and then you can do a throw, but on this you don't. Which isn't awesome, basically. But there are mounts. We can steal that dragon if we can pry that wench from it and not get smacked in the face. I don't have anywhere near as many fond memories of Golden Axe as I do of Streets of Rage, though, if I'm being honest. It's a good game, and I did enjoy it, but it's not one that I would strongly recommend in the same way that I would with the likes of Streets of Rage. If we're just going off this sort of left to right beat 'em up sort of kind of games from the 16-bit era. I do think that the sequels improved a lot, though. This is obviously the first one in the series. Right, so this is our first boss fight with some horrible delay there. Transitioning through the screens. We're going to use our magic to try and minimize... Wow. Hopefully we won't die here, but we might. Are you dead? Good. Magic quick. That dude's gonna shoulder barge us into next week. Not anymore. I'm not sure if I can get off this without getting hit. I didn't want to be on it. Wow! Boot to the face. And shoulder barged him to death. Nice. Right, so every time a level completes, you come back to the campfire here, or the bonfire if we want to go Dark Souls. And you get a chance to refill a couple of points of either health, or magic, or a combination of both, sometimes. Our sworn enemy Death Adder is in his castle. We'll take a shortcut through the Turtle Village. Turtle Village. This is a cool level at the start here because you get, if you stand here, you can just make the enemies fall to their death. You just have to make sure you don't accidentally double tap the button and start running yourself. Which, you know, I have done in the past, probably many times. Definitely remember doing it at least once. I don't know what happened there. Like I say, the fighting isn't very tactile. It's it feels weird. Kill the children! The dragons make awesome noises, though. Rah! Feels as if everybody just run and jumps here. Fly and kick to the life. Means that you don't really ever get a chance to utilize the dragons and stuff. And then, like I say, with it being awkward to line up, there's another type of dragon that fires like fire orbs rather than just like straight down onto the ground, and that one's even harder to line up. And when your strongest attack is a running shoulder barge rather than the longsword, you know something's wrong with the combat. Really? It's right there? I don't mean to be super critical of the game. It's not like it's a bad game. It's just when you come to it from the likes of Streets of Rage, which had a more refined system. I know the Streets of Rage came after Golden Axe anyway, so it should have been more refined. Trying to zone guard. These aren't the boss. The boss will be approaching soon. Which personally, I don't think it's a proper boss. It's just a skeleton and a fire orb, fire and dragon. Let's use our magic. Do as much damage as possible in a hurry. Guess we'll try to use the dragon. I was going to say, but by the time I had pressed the button, I had already been knocked from the dragon. Back to the bonfire. Let's kindle it. Dude, come here. Seriously? Right, so we've got 3 urns of magic. The village was on the back of a giant turtle. The turtle takes us south across the sea. Right. This is some awesome music right here. And one thing Golden Axe was really good at was the soundtrack. A lot of people remember the soundtrack quite fondly. Probably more people remember the soundtrack than the actual game, because I thought the game was better than it actually is. Really? Wow. Dude. Get off the dragon, get set on fire, give me at least 1 nanosecond to use the dragon, please. Well. Now you have to be careful here, because it's easy to mistime this jump and just fall to your death because of the way you jump straight up in the air. Oh, I've just kicked him down the hole. Oh well. You can take these on one at a time, I think, if you're clever about it. And one of the things that they're what? Well, one of the things that the game throws at you is more enemies than you can feasibly deal with. Apparently you have to jump 10,000 miles in the air to get up that one piece of wood. Oh, apparently you do as well, wow. That screen lag though. Yeah, the thing that I was going to say earlier when I was talking about the difficulty, this is one of those games that was made in the same fashion as the likes of Ghouls and Goblins and Ghosts and Ghouls and Super Monsters and Aliens, which probably isn't a real game but might be. Where the game isn't actually that long at all. The thing that gives it its longevity is the difficulty. And the way that it achieves its difficulty is by making it criminally unfair. Oh, this guy's fell and he can't get up. He's having some difficulties. Oh my god, I was too busy laughing at that dude to survive. He's like, yo, check out this bicep, bro. Either that or somebody in the windows caught him. Are you okay, dude? Wow, he hit us. I was trying to get him to do it again. The hitboxes are absolutely terrible on this game. If you watch me Streets of Rage video, I said a couple of times, oh, the hitboxes aren't very accurate. Well, on this, like if it's out of 100, the hitbox is probably 12% accurate. It's absolutely disgusting, really. But again, I'll give it a break because it's old. But that's the only reason why. Because it is actually just rubbish. We've got a longsword, and you're using horizontal strikes. I don't understand why it doesn't make contact. Right, another boss. Again, these gold dudes are not the boss. Wow! Standing dropkick. And if something's maybe more than an inch off the screen, wow, he stun locked us, then we will never be able to hit them. Right, come on then. Full magic straight off the bat. This guy's got quite a lot of health. Get rid of the minions. I can't remember how many continues we've got left. Damn, dude. His weapon does accurate amounts of hitbox damage. That was probably the least articulate I've ever been. Dude, seriously. Let's try and combo him. Stop walking diagonally. Diagonally doesn't work. It's slow. Let's get him all the way over here. Shield bash! What are you, a Baldenite? And he's dead. That wasn't as hard as I remember it. Rightio. Look at the health. Dude, come here. That rapid movement of his head from side to side gets really irritating. I don't know why. It's just like, keep your head straight, man. We have gone in close vicinity of the castle, but the way is packed by enemy lines. We must dare the fiend's path to reach the castle. Right. The fiend's path. This is where the game starts getting really difficult. Skeletons and everything. Get chucked off a ledge. Goodbye. Do not hit me while I'm attacking somebody else. That is not the right etiquette. I think on Golden Axe 2 you could do like sort of a downwards attack when you jumped. Like a stab. Right, there's going to be a skeleton pops out of the ground here. Yes! I remember that. When I was 8 years old, this was terrifying. Not sure how a skeleton manages to scream though. He has no mouth or voice box or lungs. Although saying that, how is he moving? He has no muscles. Wow, these skeletons hit hard, man. Oh, there's the downwards attack. He can do it. Maybe you can do it. I just don't know how. Come on, dude. Uh-oh. These shadow dudes. Noob Cybot. He wasn't even that strong. I can't remember what the actual boss is on this level. Don't know whether to... Well, I guess I could keep my magic for as long as possible. Really? Really? Dude. Really? There is absolutely nothing you can do in that situation. Wow! Last continue. This game is so much more difficult than I remember. Like, I went into Streets of Rage and I was like, oh, this game used to be a little bit difficult when I was 8, but I should be able to do it now. Going into this one, it's like, this game was difficult when I was 8, and this game is still impossible when I'm bloody 28. It's like, what? Oh my god, absolutely destroyed by skeletons. Alright, I get it, Jesus Christ. Magic straight away, just so that we can kill these skeletons. They no longer deserve to live. They're still alive! Oh my god, the most OP skeletons in history. I don't get it. I don't get it. How is this not... What the hell was that? How is this not... Oh my god. Well, you know what? I'm not even sad that it's game over. I'm glad that I can stop playing it now because I remembered Golden Axe being a better game than it actually is. This is one of those fucked plays where we go back in time and I'm actually disappointed with the game that I'm presented with now. But as I say, it came out in 1989, so you can't expect too much from it. Games made a lot of progression during the early 90s to the point where in 92 or 93, Streets of Rage was actually really good. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like. If you want to see more, then please subscribe. And until next time, stay awesome.